development overall?
I think it paid really well because it got one of my first game like everyone has like a first college game like start like the nervousness and so like that just helped just break that nervousness away and get like more confident as spring ball went on. So now I just feel really ready for this next.
Do you feel like a little bit better the fact that you kind of didn't know that you were going to play that much going into the game versus being thrown in there? You talk about having the jitters. Kind of didn't have you didn't have the time to have jitters. You kind of had to go. You got to get rolling. Did that kind of like help with that?
Yeah, that did kind of help. Just getting thrown in without rather than just like knowing like. Oh, I'm gonna be playing, like having like the whole week knowing that, but it just helped just like get all the nervousness out right away.
Were you just in the moment, or were you trying to tell yourself something going out there?
Oh, in the moment it was like some of my teammates they said like my eyes just like grew.
Yeah.
When I saw Elijah Page like go down, it's like dang, I'm about to go in. It's just one of my first starts, so. I just have to mentally, I was always mentally prepared to, if that ever happened, to go in and, like, it actually happened. So that's just one thing I just prepared for.
Yeah, can you explain a little bit just what goes on during practices outside of games that allows you to go
Just like, me being a freshman last year, is like, I just, like, try to be really prepared, know all my plays, know what the game plan is for that week, and like just in case like the bowl game ever happened, I would be able to just go in right away and just be very comfortable and like I wouldn't be too much of a hindrance to everyone else.
Where have you seen your game grow? Like where do you feel a little bit more comfortable at now versus 8 months ago?
I would say just like playing like against other people, I would say. It's like sometimes I get super nervous like before like games and stuff in high school. So, but then as like I usually played, I get more comfortable and the game starts to get slower. And like after the bowl game, just everything just got like much slower, and I got more comfortable.
What was it like going against that defensive line this spring? They brought in a lot of guys a little bit bigger. Kind of, was that? How did that help in your development? And then, kind of, how would you describe that group?
Oh, it was great. The D-line's really great, and it's like people say, iron sharpens iron. Like they get us better, we get them better, and it's been just really fun competing against a really great room of guys on the D-line.
You mentioned buzz and how close you guys are, but what is it like? Do you have like competitiveness with each other? You're also trying to each other and like you are one team.
Yeah, mostly yeah, we do compete, but most of the time we're like just trying to coach up on each other. Like every time he takes a rep, like say like in a one-on-one, I always watch him and give him critiques on what he could have done better, and vice versa. He does the same for me, and we always just like communicate with each other after every play.
So what's been the biggest point of emphasis for you over the course of the summer?
The biggest point of emphasis, working on my technique mostly. That's something I really want to hone in and perfect a lot.
What does that look like this summer? Like, you doing anything in particular to like focus on one specific technique, or?
I just after every day I try to watch some old film, like some of my spring ball film, and see what I was doing then and what I can do better now, knowing what I know now with another spring under my belt.
Where do you feel like, looking back at that old film, where does it feel like you have made the most progress?
I think most progress is like my footwork and staying low. That's one thing like I noticed. And my stance also. My stance was super wide at times last year and super narrow at times, and now I got comfortable in the stance where it's like in between.
What's really stood out to you about this offensive line group maybe since the spring?
What stood out is we hang out a lot. It's like we're like a really close online group right now. Like I be mentioning in other interviews, like we always have barbecues together. We're always trying to do something together outside of football. Try to build like a more personal connection and like just get closer as a group.
What was the most memorable barbecue you guys had over there? Summer, spring?
We had we go like where I live. There's a pool and a grill outside, and we always just have some hot dogs, hamburgers, music, like drinks, like just a great time in general. And we always go swim, just always hang out. It's just like a great time for us to just know each other on a more personal level. And sometimes this barbecue turns out to just like a whole team gathering, because we always let like our team group chat know, like, hey, we're having a barbecue. If you guys are free, just come over, hang out, and we just hang out like that.
Does anyone trust you on the grill, or you have to work your way after that?
That job's already taken by Tobias.
Okay.
So I don't really need to try to get him from that job.
Did he just like step into that job seamlessly? Was that
Yeah,
he was prepared? He was like, I'm the guy.
From like the very first one, he offered the grill, and then he just got stuck with the job of the grill master.
So it's not even he wants the job. That's his job.
That's
now.
just his job now. It's like everyone just like expects like, oh, it's Tobias going. He's gonna be grilling. We're gonna be eating good. Yeah.
You guys are bonding. He's busy working. While
Yeah.
you guys are doing the barbecue.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
Justin, new strength coach, Coach True. What early impact have you seen him have on you?
Early impacts, just culture, mostly culture. He really preaches like being together as a team, and that's one thing I really liked about it. Is like throughout the summer, like we just did a lot of things that made us more together and like pulling together instead of like separate ways.
Any example of something that he implemented that brought you guys together, where it's a drill or an activity or something like that?
We just it's mostly like outside of football. He tried doing more things like just like going to the beach or just hanging out like that. Just like he wanted us to like, yeah, we'll bond on the field, but he wants us to bond outside of football.
Do you remember the first time he talked to you guys? Like the first time he gathered you guys up? What was his message to you guys? His introduction to you guys?
Just becoming a team, mostly.
I asked Elijah this question at Big Ten Media Day, but does Zach Hansen ever yell? Doesn't seem like a guy that yells as a coach.
He'll yell whenever he needs to, but most of the time he's very thoughtful with his words. Like he doesn't really need to yell to get his message across. Like he'll just say it in a normal tone.
Is that something you've ever come across before? That's, most football coaches yell, but it seems like he has a different approach.
Most of my coaches, like I've been with, aren't really like the yelling coaches. They just been like same as like Coach Drew. Just they know what to say and when to say it, not like how like to say it. For me, I mean, like coaches can yell at me. I'll still get the message, but most of the time it's just when they like actually like talk to us, not really like yell at us. That's how like it gets me more.
Talk about just building the chemistry and building that brotherhood that you all need. Were there a few things where you kind of scratching your head like, I don't know if this is going to work, or why are we doing this? But then you found out later on, like, okay, this is why we did this to bring you guys closer as far as bonding.
Like the thing with Coach Drew, he explains it to us like how this helps us. Like when most of the things we do with Coach Drew, there's a purpose behind it, and most of the time the purpose really helps us in the long run, which is really great about it.
What's the one thing that you guys did that you thoroughly enjoyed that really you felt like really bonded you, or at least took that step closer?
Just like going in the weight room. We always before we go to the weight room, we start at the stairs, and we all just come together, just like start hyping each other up, just like getting the energy really high before we start warming up and doing all of our lifts. And that's one thing I enjoyed a lot. Just like everyone just like yelling and screaming, just like getting super hyped before we go get a great lift in. Shoot, most of the time is Eric Gentry. He brings energy every day, and also Jacoby Lane. They both do it.
What are you most excited about for fall camp?
I'm just excited to go compete and play football. It's just been a long time since like spring ball. We've just been lifting, so I think it's just great for us to get back into the football.
Has this felt like a super long off season? Just you guys had some really close losses last year, those fourth quarter losses. Are you guys just really anxious to get back out there and prove you guys learned from that?
Oh yeah, we're just like really excited for this season, just to play really great teams this year, and it's just this off season for me went by really quick compared to last year. Like last year, I felt like it like went slower because I was still getting used to it. So this year, like I already knew what the expectation and the standard was. So it was just much more easier to have a great off season. Oh yeah, I've just been enjoying this year a lot. It's just been a blessing just to still be able to play football at this high of a level. Yeah. It helped us like really like figure out like we need to focus on even the littlest things, because the littlest things can sometimes just have some losses. But now this offseason we really focus on the small details, because it really showed last season how important it was. Just like during lifts, we always just preach on just like be on time, and just like doing all the little things outside of football, like academics, be on time, just a lot of those smaller details, because sometimes it just hurts us, and when really like it's all preventable. Intentionality, just. Just intentionality. Just it means like doing everything like with a purpose and knowing how to do it. Really.
How comfortable would you be playing on the interior? I know you played a little interior when you first got here, but you kind of seems like you've been focusing on tackle.
I'll be comfortable playing any position on the line. Just anywhere, like anytime I can just try to get on the field. I don't mind whatever position to play.
Did you play a lot on scout team as a freshman, or were you mainly on the 2B?
I play a little bit on the scout team, and then injuries happened last year.
Yeah.
And then
kind of got bumped up.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I know Elijah's talked about his time on the scout team when he was a freshman, how that really helped him. I'm just curious what your experiences were like on scout team and what lessons you took being there, even though it wasn't maybe for that long.
The time I was on the scout team, I really learned that like the scout team really like could make or break like the game for that week. Because if the scout team doesn't work hard, then the ones or twos don't get enough work in, and the looks they need. So that's something I learned, is the scout team is very important, and if you're not fully bought into the scout team, then you're necessarily just like hurting the team.
Yeah. Was that a hard adjustment for you, just like coming in as a freshman? Obviously, you're coming from a program where you've been starting for multiple years, and you got to kind of start on the bottom in the college. Just being on scout team, being down the depth chart. Was that an adjustment for you?
It was an adjustment, but I already knew like this is a really great program. So I already knew the expectation that I'm probably just going to be starting from the bottom and just have to work my way up. So I just put my head down, just start just start working. Just my time will come, and just being prepared for every moment.
How do you feel surrounded by